There's a child in every home and every community. They will grow up to be symbols of unity. They'll be colorblind to race and ethnicity. That's the vision of a leader like President Irfan Ali. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. For too long we've been fighting one another. It's race against race, but in the end the country suffer. Oh, we were born here, not in India nor Africa. But if we can't get along, the foreigners gon' eat we suffer. We must put an end to racism. Let it end now with this generation. Together we'll develop this nation. Make Guyana the gem of the Caribbean. Don't listen to them wicked politicians who will divide us to win an election. Believe it or not, Guyanese no smarter than that. Yeah, I told you, it's your boy Padmore. Unity is the key. We are all one and we should be treated as one. Our ancestors were slaves and laborers, but the life they endured made it better for us. We honor their sacrifice and the freedom they bought for we. But some descendants of slaves use that to fuel the rich. It doesn't matter what's your skin color, when we bleed blood it's red the same. Let's respect and love one another. When a brother cry we must feel the pain. We're Portuguese, African and Indian. We're Chinese mixed up, we're Amerindians. We're all Guyanese. Let's end this segregation. I'm appealing to Guyanese in the diaspora. We welcome you home. We've got a lot to offer. It's not the same place that you run away from. Come see the paradise Guyana has now become. I'm talking about the one Guyana where our people can live in peace, where every race trusts each other, where racial prejudice no longer exists. Our children will have one Guyana to grow up in a land united and free with equality and blessed with prosperity. It's a message I just want you to understand. Stop and think for a minute. Really think for a minute. If we can't fix the present, then we should work on the future. This is Quincy Anderson. You know I love my country. There's no other country better than mine. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Hey, hey, Guyana is nice, Guyana is fun, Guyana is clean, Guyana is green, Guyana got oil, Guyana got gold, Guyana got young and Guyana got old. I ain't talking no more. Guyana got things, we growing wings and developing things. The government real and that's a big deal. I'm singing from my heart, Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. Welcome to Guyana, land of 6 races, 6 different faces, and we all live in love. Guyana is a beautiful country, no other can compare. Got everything right here, so no other can compare. Guyana is made up of so many natural resources. We don't need no forces, cause we got enough resources. Let's talk about bauxite, gold, diamond, and rice. We got it right here. Guyana ain't going nowhere. We got enough oil to one Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place I call home. One Guyana. I love Guyana. Guyana, my country, my home. The only place.
Wake up, the day is bright, and I feel the flow. Turn your dial for your vibe, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel.
News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Wake up, the day is bright, time to feel the flow. Turn your dial to Livewire, we're ready to go. With Courdel Jones, you know it's gonna be real. From 8 to 9, from 8 to 9, bringing vibes you can feel. News, views, and what's hot today will keep you wired in every way. We'll keep you wired every way, in every way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Stories that matter, we've got the scoop. From the latest headlines to the local truth. It's your community, your voice, your power. Livewire hits you every hour. So grab your coffee, your tea, or toast. And Courdel Jones will give you the most. Livewire will give you the way. Running to the energy, the beat of the street, the show that connects. It's where people meet. We're wired to your world, we got the news. On Livewire, there's nothing to lose. Livewire, turn and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark. Every morning, lighting up your heart. Courdel's here, bringing life to your day. Monday to Friday, we're paving the way. Livewire, tune in and feel the spark.
Good morning to you, and welcome to another episode of Livewire with yours truly, Courdel Jones, taking you through the paces. Today is the 13th of February 2025. Guys, public servants, 5 more days. 4 more days. 4 more days. 4 more days. Hold it up. Hold it up. Let me see if you can take y'all into next week. And in relation to this, I say who know, know. If you know, you know. If you don't know, you don't know. Understand? Check these dates here. So Public servants next week, Monday. Um, everything's supposed to be fine. Have no fear. Morning to all the persons joining us across the 10 administrative regions. Morning to all the persons joining us across the diaspora. Excuse me. Excuse me. Especially good morning to the persons joining us in the comment section. Thank you all for being here and the continued support. Vishnu Chintaman joining us from Pennsylvania. Bisundat Mohan, good morning to you. Sunil Raghubir, good morning. Hanuman Premkumar, morning to you. Maureen Razio. Pam Singh, morning to you. Morning to Trevor, enjoying this Guyanese rain. So special morning to Trevor, who's in Guyana currently, enjoying the, no, but they ain't got snow where they there. But he enjoying the Guyanese atmosphere and the Guyanese air, right? So morning to Pam and Trevor. Pam, I got this stuff and thank you. Chris, morning to you. Dial Sukram, morning to you. Sherwin Siram, good morning. Pushram Kishore, Derek Drupal, morning to you. Prasad Pati joining us from Kitty. Deshaun Abrams joining us from Prospect. Pick up yourself. Morning to Zoe, morning to the baby. Morning to Quincy Anderson. And no one else at that lot. Salome, morning to you. Bibi Kali Chirad, morning to you. Kushna Deodat. Leslie Mangal, morning to you. Shrida Rabindranath, morning. Rajendra Mahes, Alan Khan, Suknandan God, morning to you. Generine Narendra, morning to you. Philip Diabru, who else we got here? Richard Stanislaus, good morning. Yeah, Richard Stanislaus, good morning. Shakila Bridgelal, morning to you. Sharika Bakwadin, good morning to you. Who else we got here? Philip Diabru, I think I called you already. Venkatasamy Sevapati. Venkatasamy Sevapati. I don't know if I said this right. What? Yeah, I pronounce Venkatasamy Sivapati. Morning to you. Wonderful name. Joseph Satar, morning to you as well, Nani. Good morning. Lance Henry, morning to you. You're always there about Lance. Christopher Prasad, morning. Morning to all persons joining us from Linden, Bartica, region number 2, region 6, region 5. Where are you joining us from? Morning to you. Lola Harry, morning to you. Michael, Ronald Jones, Data Nandalal. Carly Daniels and Nicole. Did you go and see Cheche Malachi yet? Did you go and check on the Cheche and make sure he's all right? Check on Cheche Malachi. Jasoda Bujram, morning to you. Shirley Singh, good morning. Alim Ali, morning to you. Maureen Razio, Lenny Lakshman. Chris, morning. Miss Ramcharan, Rani Prasad, Legram, Ramkelawan, Jean Cornelius, good morning to you. Lisa Singh Hafiz, what? Special good morning to Miss Lisa Singh. Pick up yourself. Thank you for the support. You don't usually get up this early. Omar Sharif, morning to you. Duraj Nod, morning, morning, morning. Tosi Ram Chetty. Lyndon Alfonso, morning. Neil Ramlukan, morning. Mukesh Vishnudat. Andre Jackman, pick up yourself. And all the people in. What is your name again? Plum Park. Pick up all the people in Plum Park. Morning to everybody in Plum Park. The chat say behave with them. Yo, other people behave in Corinne Clue. Yeah, Regindra Datadim. Morning, morning, morning. Ito, Tara. Yeah, that's it. Ashmi Basdi, morning. So guys, this morning we have a short session. I just want to show you the level of hypocrisy displayed by certain individuals. So the first video I'm going to share with you is a live stream that happened today, this morning. Now, yesterday we all had a bitter taste in our mouth, especially Afro Guyanese. We were embarrassed by the creature called David Hines. Afro-Guyanese yesterday held their head low in shame because of the creature David Hines and the ignorance that he spews on his program, Politics 101. I am hoping that somebody, I don't know if this guy still he's still a lecturer at Howard University, but if he is, I'm hoping that somebody brings this to the dean or the faculty or whoever. I don't know if he got tenure or not, but I hope somebody brings it to their attention. Right? I hope somebody brings it to their attention. I guess I think I gotta put some more lights in here. This thing flickering at the bottom of the side. I don't like the man. Anyway, I adjust the camera just now, so I think that's the reason. Anyway, now I want to show you some double standards in motion. Now, do you remember when either the vice president, the attorney general, the president, anybody talks about any ruling of the court? You understand? You hear that the government is undermining the judiciary and the executive, they're separate and they shouldn't, and this and that, and blah, blah, blah. You understand? You hear that? Now, I want to take you guys to, which one is this? It's got to be, yeah, this here is this morning on the Guyana morning time show, Kadaki show. Kapdaki. As a matter of fact, before I even go on, Jesus Christ, I watched a Connie Blair program last night. Jesus Christ. Look, if you have a time, please go and look at the Connie Blair Point Blank last night. Jeez. Oh man. Connie made us aware of a lot of information that young Guyanese would not have. Remember, a lot of us weren't around in that time to understand. And let me finish. A lot of us weren't around at that time to understand the kinds or the factors that gave us this in front of our face, David Hines, the kind of trials and tribulations that Twilly went through. Right? We didn't know. But now that Akani would have informed us about the trials and the tribulations of Twilly, I understand, but still I expect as an adult, you seek help. Go and get some counseling, David. These kinds of things can affect you for years, and clearly it's been affecting you, my brother. Please go and seek some help. You understand? Please go and seek some help to deal with that trauma that you would have experienced in your younger days at the hand of the former president, Lyndon Forbes B. Well, so, before I continue, like this is how this man is wearing glasses naturally, or what he's saying he had. I mean, this is a live that's going on, so he wasn't in trip out mode like yesterday. This is this morning, he is much calmer. So you actually put in your glasses there? But anyway, no, that aside. So I want you to listen to what David is saying here. This is straight from YouTube. I didn't download the video or anything. I'm playing it from YouTube. I'll make it smaller so you could see. Right? As you can see here, it says stream 2 hours ago. Right? Let me make it a little bigger so you can see. Where is it gone? Too big. So you see it says here, 490 people watching now. Stream started, and your Kadaki show is run for 3 or 4 hours. I can't, right? But this here is from this morning's broadcast from Camps TV on YouTube. So I want you all to listen to what David is saying here, and I'm going to show you the kind of hypocrisy that comes from people who will come to you later this year and say, vote for me, let me lead this country, let me be in charge of you, right? Let me be in charge of you. Listen to David Hines for me, please.
In view, right? At Mokalir and the homes were displaced, destroyed. They were displaced in the name of the heroes that were, I think, passing in that.
So this is Kedaki's preamble explaining to David what he wants him to comment on. So Kedaki is making him aware that, or trying to get him to comment on the fact that these squatters, despite government assistance, house lots, help to move on these kinds of things, would have lost their case and now have to pay the government because of costs for the court case, right?
That area. And there it was, some of them went to court, and the Chief Justice ruled that they didn't make their case. They didn't make their case. And so, as a result of them not making their case, not only have they...
The man's face looked like a spoiled piece of cut black pudding. You understand? Somebody cut a piece of black pudding off the cotton and it just dead and it's spoiled. You got it outside in the sun.
Lost what they would have sacrificed to achieve over the years, but they are now faced with a judgment that says that they must pay the government cost. What are your thoughts on the whole situation there? Because even those persons who, a lot of people are arguing that they should have accepted the government's offer for relocation, etc.
Everybody's arguing that. Everybody's saying that if you didn't accept, knowing your position of illegality, retarded decision. Retarded decision. Everybody is saying that, except PNC leaders and avid supporters. Everybody else is saying, what were you thinking? Where was your brain? You went on squat. The government moved you to a land that you can own. Move you ahead of other people who been in the line, who went through the right process. And idiots like David Hines, Kadaki Amsterdam, Aubrey Norton, who else went there? Italy. The crew convinced and talk a bunch of stupidness into the head of those Maconians who were squatting there for them to refuse the government offer, and now this is the outcome. Listen to David Hines.
Well, I've seen evidence that even those who have accepted the offer to relocate, they are still in dire straits. Many of the homes are not completed.
Mind you, when Kadaki speaks of many of their homes not completed, these persons got turnkey homes that were already constructed. So those who requested those got that, those who requested land got that. Right? Now, he had posted a photo and Marcy English, he look like he already got demon. It's the spirit when he come back up, flowing through you. Right? So they got turkey homes. Now, here is what Kadaki is labeling as incomplete. Now, when the government builds a house for you, they build the structure, well, the foundation, the structure, whatever it is. However, the fence, because you remember that bordering on the people's property and all kind of thing. The fence is left for you to build. So, just like everybody in the Prospect Young Professional Scheme, when it was an elevated or a bungalow home, the government built the homes, the people move in, and they did whatever adjustments they wanted to their yard. So who carpeted the yard, who put pool in the back, who put up fence, who got electronic gate and the motor in the theater, they got pull it until they put the motor, they upgrade the place. Who put in his and her shower and master bedroom with sit-down ledge and all kind of thing, they upgrade the place. Because certain things is not within the scope of work of what the government is providing in terms of constructing. Four-wall, roof, ceiling, door, windows, house. You do the rest. You understand me? You do the rest. So that is what Kadaki is claiming as incomplete. These persons got these homes, they move in, but the fence around the home ain't established. Mind you, a lot of them, while spotted in Mocha, ain't had no blast defense. It had no blast defense. Right. So,
The government has not kept a lot of its promises to them and so on. What are your thoughts on that whole situation over there?
But I want to deal with the case and the ruling. As you know, I'm very careful when it comes to our
he said, I am very careful.
institutions. I think we have to be very
would have sacrificed to achieve over the years, but they are now faced with a judgment that says that they offer to read.
But I want to deal with the case and the ruling. As you know, I'm very careful when it comes to our institutions. I think we have to be very careful not to demonize our institutions because it comes back to haunt us. Look at the way in which the PPP has demonized the police force.
All right, let me pause there. You said you don't want to demonize Guyanese institutions. You said our institutions, but saying Guyanese institutions because it will come back to haunt us. Then he went on to talk about how the PPP demonized the police force and Indians don't want to join. I seen Indian police. I'm just saying, I usually see police of Indian descent. I see them. Anyway, so David Hines has just said he doesn't want to abuse or bring into disrepute these agencies or the court. He's talking about the court. I want to show y'all. Yesterday I showed you a clip of in relation to Afro-Guyanese being labeled as Lick BTs. Lick BT because they are interested in progress and moving forward and development. You just heard David Hines. I just played it for you. I'm going to play a different section of the same video from yesterday, Lick BT video. You know what I'm telling you? Of David Hines speaking on this very court case. And that is why I wonder how Guyanese could ever decide to throw support. Is it around 100 Jackman talking here about glasses? Is he glasses? Like he's wearing glasses, Bano? But like I'm telling you, listen to David Hines yesterday.
Livelihood. No court! No court! I say no court! That is worth its salt. They'll say that.
Then seem a little demonizing. That seem like you this we said. Jesus thing on YouTube. I gotta put it back from the main thing. Let me see.
Right?
Listen to them again.
They are still in.
Not to encourage, because it's
They are still in the streets. Many of the homes are not completed. The government has not kept.
But I want to deal with the case.
Listen to what he's saying here. Listen to what he's saying here.
And the ruling.
Mind you, the video you're looking at now was aired, or the live is currently going on still. Kadaki finished till about 10 o'clock. I don't know me buy this do 4 hours every morning. The 1 hour is really taxing me. But 4 hours me buy this too. This is from this morning.
As you know, I'm very careful when it comes to our institutions. I think we have to be very careful.
So he's careful. A statement like this.
Livelihood. No court! No court! I say no court! That is worth its salt. They'll say that.
This is not bringing the institutions into disrepute. Are you a judge? Are you a magistrate? Do you have legal knowledge, or you study law? I don't know. I'm asking, sir. Y'all understand where I'm coming from? That is the level of hypocrisy, double standard. In the words of the great Dr. Barajat Dew, champion of the court. Duplicitous. Duplicitous. You understand? So yesterday, this was the behavior of David Hines. No court, no court.
Paralyze them and take away their livelihood. No court, no court. I say no court. That is worth its salt.
So the courts in Guyana are not worth its salt because the courts in Guyana upheld the law. Because the courts upheld the law, they're not worth their salt. Comrade Hines, squatting is illegal in Guyana, sir. This is just like Jordan Figueroa 3.0. Organized illegality, organized squatting. So the courts must say, oh, since you have built up all these things here, you start your livelihood already. Let's look over the fact that you came here illegally. Let's look over the fact that you have illegally occupied state lands. Mind you, this is not a case like with our learned friend Nigel Hughes. This is not the case like Nigel Hughes. You understand? They didn't come and see nobody occupying. They didn't see a space and they go and they occupy. I'm happy that the government moved them people because if they had approached Nigel Hughes to sell them to he, all the land in Mocha wouldn't be Nigel Hughes one. You understand? Because just like Mr. Monroe, he wouldn't have to see no title or lease. Anybody would have shot. My guy would have shot. So coming back to this worries here, you understand how duplicitous these people are? 1 minute, my guy saying, no court worth its salt would do that to the squatters. He's talking about the squatters. No court worth its salt would uphold the law. And that is the ignorance I don't understand with persons who would live overseas, like David Hines and them, because they understand how other countries work. They got some Guyanese who may not be traveled and they know nothing but Guyana. This wretch here, Twilly, knows how first world countries operate. You trying to tell me that if you in the US, where he is, or in Canada, or in England, and you decide that you are going to occupy state lands without permission, you wouldn't be removed. That's what David Hines is trying to put over to people. That the courts in these first world countries would, if the state takes a matter to court saying, look, these persons occupy this land without permission. We have a state project that we're executing. They are in the way. We're asking for the court to remove them. Or no, did housing go to court? I can't remember, but a process was followed. The process was followed. So after following the process, having them removed, these persons felt aggrieved. And their upsetment, you understand, their upsetment was amplified by opposition personnel, giving them the thought in their head that if they go to court, they'll win millions of dollars on the government's behalf. They'll probably even get back the land right there. So could you imagine someone thinking that they go and occupy a piece of land illegally, and the court will now grant them compensation and probably the land that they occupied illegally because they were illegally there for many years? What nonsense is that? What nonsense is that? How is that possibly making sense? That because you're there for a long time, it grants you rights there? Come on, man. Come on, man. Places listed as a government reserve. I think you can get prescriptive rights on certain property, but not government reserves. That was a government reserve. It was a dam or something. So again, the duplicitous behavior of these opposition personnel, that they will say this to you on when
Penalize them and take away their livelihood. No court, no court. I say no court.
they will
That
say
is
this
worth
to you on
its
Wednesday.
salt. They'll say that.
They will say this to you on Wednesday and come Thursday in a calm demeanor and try to tell you this.
They are still in the streets. Many of the homes.
Look at the way in which the PPP is demonized and the ruling.
Chief Justice, the government has not kept a lot of its promises.
Come and tell
because it comes back to haunt us.
Should have accepted the government. What are your thoughts on that whole situation over there?
So I wanted to,
right? So we'll buse down and say no court worth itself would have moved those people. No court worth itself would have moved those people. Yesterday he said that no court worth its salt will move those people. And then this morning, Thursday morning, not a full 24 hours from, but about 24 hours from his last life. Just about 24 hours from his last life. This is David Hines.
the case.
This is David Hines.
And the ruling. As you know, I'm very careful when it comes.
David, we don't know that you're very careful in relation to anything. Not even management of the WP. Because if you manage that carefully, you would have had more than 5 geriatrics as members to lead. You understand? You have disrespected Afro-Guyanese in such a way, it's unfathomable. You understand me, brother? Unfathomable. Most Guyanese can't understand. And your duplicitous behavior is on record. Guyanese can't trust these people. It's just like 2015. They sell you a dream, tell you all kinds of fancy things that they're going to do. Perhaps when they reach in there, not a damn thing. Not a damn thing they do. And expect people to come and put you back there again with a tablet to knock off all them public servants. You gotta be crazy. Akani, Jesus Christ. Akani said he must picture. Look, I didn't look at Kani's programming for a while, but for some reason, no, I think somebody sent me the link. I was doing some work really late last night, and I started doing it. I was just listening. I was like, jeez, this is what David went through. This is why David behaving so.
Comes to our institutions. I think we have to be very careful.
I just wanted to show you guys
not to demonize
how forces in the opposition operate. The reason why you cannot trust these people. And the sad part about it is that they keep reminding us as Guyanese why we can't trust them. They keep reminding us. Every time Guyanese forget and say, oh, man, you give the opposition a chance, man. Something, man. Give them a chance, man. No. Just come up with some foolishness that giving you terrible flashes of the past. Terrible flashes of the past. Right? I hear Letitia James get banned from all government buildings as well. Right? I hear you get banned. Letitia James? Oh, Lord. Trump been playing with y'all. Trump been playing with y'all over there. I wish you well, that. Letitia. Jeez. Anyway, we're moving on. So, I often hear older persons talk about these lines that they used to have to join for food back in the day. They had some name for it. Sally or anybody who remembers what they used to call these lines, please Richard, Richard, Richard Stanislas, I can't say that. What can you say of the program? And he went crazy last night. But not in a bad way. Not in a bad way. Y'all check out this program. I feel like I'm download it and upload it on my profile. Jesus Christ. Woo! Anyway, Joe, morning. Welcome to the program. Dial, super morning to you as well. So, we often heard about these lines, some GNL line or some subsidy line or whatever it is back in the day, right? But Guyanese, my age and younger, we didn't experience that. We grew up under PPP administrations. But when I was really, well, most of my schooling was in Trinidad. But we grew up under PPP administrations. So we didn't know but the lining up for food, somebody saying guidelines. For some reason, I kind of remember some of the name that they had for it. Some of the name they had for these lines we used to line up for the food. But my point is, we did not experience it. Persons my age and younger did not experience it. Just like the rigging of elections back in the day. We didn't experience it. KSI, yes. Thank you, Richard. KSI. That's what I remember. KSI. So we didn't experience those things. Just like the rigging of elections, the PNC rigging of elections, we experienced the unrest during elections time. But that whole rigging process where they used to go and collect the Knowledge Sharing Institute, yeah, KSI. So where they used to go and they had GDF people collecting ballot boxes, carrying it away and doing all kind of thing. We didn't experience that. So 2020 gave us that experience. So as Guyanese my age and younger, we could say, them people didn't know what they're talking about. Those persons that run from Guyana, that now willing to come back, know what they were talking about. You understand? This morning, I want to share 2 articles with you from back in the day. Because y'all often hear the General Secretary, Dr. Jagdio, talking about people being arrested for food stuff, having food stuff. Food. You understand? Food. People were arrested for having food, things you need to survive, to keep you up so you could go and walk, you could go and do the government work, or whatever it is you were doing at that time. Right? So this is an article that when I saw this thing, I couldn't even believe it. Because I would hear it, but it's like in my mind, I am like, this can't be true, buddy. This can't be true. So look at this. 2 before the court as police clamp down on hoarding. Continued efforts by authorities. Let me make this big. I can't see so far. I can't get glasses. I'm shrinking. Okay, I'm gonna read from here. So continued efforts by authorities to clamp down on the unnecessary hoarding of food items resulted in 2 more persons, 2 more. This is not the first 2, and it wasn't the last 2 in them days. 2 more persons being, this messed up. 2 more persons being placed before the court. BB Chung, Rafiq Khan of North Road Board were refused bail. You understand? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? Were refused bail. They ain't murder nobody, they ain't chop up nobody, they ain't rob nobody of millions of dollars, they ain't molest nobody, nobody find semen on them, wake up after liming with them. Nothing. Nobody ain't pull no gun out, show them no gun on the leg. and get them drop home after nothing. They do nothing like that. And these people were refused bail and remanded to prison. You understand what I'm trying to show you? People these days getting rebanded for murder, robbery, fraud, all kind of thing. Imagine for food, refused bail and remanded to prison. Right? When they appeared before city magistrate Stephen Knights on the charge of storing rice on premises without notifying authority. Y'all understand what I'm showing you right now? Y'all reading along with me. These people were charged, placed before the court, refused bail for keeping rice on the premises without telling the then administration, a PLC administration. This is what R.B. Norton stood up in Parliament and said, "We are proud of this." What people getting emotional. Courdel, please don't remind me of those days I passed through with my parents and other siblings. We eat cassava mix with boiled. Hold on, the comments coming too fast. We eat cassava mix with boiled rice every day for weeks. And this is what we want. This is what they want y'all to vote back into government. Y'all forget how things are slow down between 2015 to 2020. Y'all forget how things are slow down then. R.B. Norton stood in Parliament in 2025 and said they are proud that they restricted items. And those restricted items, those policies led to Guyanese being arrested and placed in prison for food. That is what R.B. Norton stood up in Parliament. This on your screen here is what R.B. Norton is proud of. Guyanese being arrested for food, eating, or providing food for other Guyanese. You understand? Another person, I went through that too, brother. You understand? You continuing. It is alleged that on January 18th last, the couple stored 40 bags of rice, 110-pound sacks, at the North Road premises without notifying authorities of their intention to use the premises for that purpose. So could you imagine, right? In this day and age, you have to attack people. This day and age, you got farm police or whoever. When you got party, you want to protest on the road, you want to do a little, wherever it is, you got a family police. Could you imagine back then having to tell authorities, hey, I'm bringing in a couple sack of rice. I'm bringing in a couple sack of rice. You could imagine having to tell the authorities, there was a stipulation, right? Now, some might say, oh, no Guyanese did the locking up. Since then, they had contempt for Afro Guyanese. Since then. So I just tell you about Bibi Chong and Rafi Khan. Let me go a little later, a little further down in the story so that you could understand that Afro Guyanese were dealing with this too. So earlier in February, 2 others were charged with contravention of the Rights Act. Contravention of the Rights Act. Right? They are Pamela Adams, Afro name, could be Indian, but Afro name, we could assume, and Nicholas Pompey. Afro name could be Indian, but we could assume is Afro. Adams of Pine Street Kitty was accused of storing 50 bags of rice on her premises without notifying authorities. Right? She was also charged with buying rice from a manufacturer without authority. So you had to get permission to go and buy rice for you to eat. for you and your family to eat, or for probably for you to sell back as an entrepreneur, sole trader, or whatever it is. You understand? You had to get permission to go and buy rice to sell back. That's how tight the system they regulated. And people want me to go back to them. Aubrey Norton got the testicular fortitude to stand up in Parliament and say, you proud of your party's policies that brought these kinds of hardships on Guyanese, Afro and Indo. He's a beast. The man is a beast. Pompey, who was from Railway Line Kitty, he got charged with 25 bag of rice. You understand? Now, one more article. This one is a bit blurry. You understand me? But it is clear. Could you imagine the corned beef who we go buy in the store? You get a lock up for. The corned beef that you buy in the store can get you arrested. This is what Aubrey Norton is proud of. This is the legacy of the PNC that Aubrey Norton is proud of. Imagine somebody getting carried to court and getting a fine. And back in them days, 500 was big money. You understand? 500 was big money. This is what Father Abraham is proud of. But most likely, Father Abraham and his two sons were not experiencing this. Most likely, Father Abraham, his two sons, like Barnum, used to still get the fancy foreign goods to eat, whilst the Guyanese was eating cassava mix and boiled things. Somebody said they can't cassava mix, but somebody worries to eat it. Right? That is where Guyana came from. That is what the PNC is proud of. The current PNC. So what could we deduce from that? Could it be a possibility that if Aubrey Norton is elected, similar things like these may be implemented again? Do Guyanese have to revert to the KSI lines again? I am not eating cassava mix every day, sir. I like my farine. I'll go upstairs right now and show y'all I got a ton of farine there, so when I get ready for it, I can use it. I like indigenous food. You understand? But I want variety. I want variety. And if the PNC administration couldn't create variety, couldn't, I remember they was pushing this self-sufficient thing. So you ban all these things. You have no system in place in terms of, filling the gap. I fed up hear people say rice flour never make a proper roti yet in this life. I hear people say that across this country, big people who use that to take rice flour to make roti. Never make a proper roti yet. And imagine the rice that you can make the rice flour from. You get a lock up if you got to take quantity. Lad, no. You come back at it easy. You come back at it easy. You understand me? And I'm telling you, his spirit is flowing through a lot of them. His spirit is flowing through a lot of them. Aubrey, this worries he. This worries he. This is the Kabaka possessing them. You mean to tell me you're looking in the camera and you see me glasses with the funny face? That is the power of the Kabaka. You remember the lady rolling up in Congress Place, all kind of thing? You make a joke when Kabaka hold you, you send it down these things, you don't care. You don't care. Aubrey Norton was happy about Berry Berry. You understand? Aubrey Norton was happy when Guyanese was dealing with Berry Berry. If you got any Guyanese who make a good roti from rice flour, yeah, message me in there. I can find some rice flour so they could do it so we could see. You understand? Ban these things. No system in place to fill that gap. Suffering the Guyanese people whilst persons close to boredom, eating up the ice apple and the grapes and things that the regular Guyanese wanted, but they want them to get. The Guyanese population must be self-sufficient, but the Kabaka team living the best life. I was talking to somebody on the phone last night, actually somebody I'm involved with some business with. And I got a new dog, and the dog was whimpering last night. And the person said, "Oh, I saw you got a new dog on WhatsApp. You post the dog." So I was like, "Yeah," and stuff. So they asked me what kind of dog, what breed it was. And I told them. And the woman was like, "Oh my God, I noticed since I came back to Guyana, a lot of people have expensive dogs, the expensive ones, the poodles, the doodles." She called me different breeds that she saw. And this is I think they're based in Canada. So they know and understand how these dogs are expensive. So I said to her, she's like, "When did this happen? Like Guyana is so interested in dogs that they're spending money behind these expensive dogs. Some of them dogs is over $100,000, $200,000 for one dog. A dog. You understand? So I said to her, I said, "Man, there's always been a dog culture in Guyana, but no Guyanese, the average Guyanese has more disposable income. And they could go and spend $100,000 or $80,000 or how much ever they feel on a dog and maintain the dog." You understand? They have the money to do that. A lot of Guyanese are interested in coming home because they see the opportunities that are available. How could you ask Guyanese who ran from this country because of PNC's policies and politics, right? How could you ask them to go back to what they were doing? Young business people are actually getting contracts now and getting work. Or are you going to ask them to go back to the PNC giving all the contracts to the big wigs? Remember, according to the opposition, PVP is friends, family, and favorites. Friends, family, and favorites. So all them small contractors is friends, family, and favorites that they getting contracts pre-2020 in the 2050 to 2020 period. The fact that the PPP removed there was a requirement that to get a government contract, you'd have to execute a government contract before. How are you bringing new persons into the system if that is a requirement? If I'm a new contractor wanting to get into, how are I getting experience? Right? How are I getting experience if you don't give me a chance to do a project to get experience? So that's friends, family, and favorites. By making it easier for young entrepreneurs to get into developing the country and earning some money through government contracts. By providing jobs for Guyanese, that's friends, family, and favorites. Well, yes, let it be that. Right? Let it be that. If building community roads so that people can't go broke up as fast as they used to broke up in 2015 to 2020, friends, family, and favorites, let it be so. If doing all the overclass roads, I'll go stop, putting that boulevard there to raise the spirits of those people in that community to move away some of the stigma that is placed on that community, if that is friends, family, and favorites, so bloody well be it. You understand? So be it. Because those people in White Town wasn't the friend, family, or favorites of the coalition government. Because they did no roads there. They did no drainage works. They did nothing to uplift the community. Sophia as well. Linden, no major project to impact the community of Linden. Is what? David Patterson, not David Hines. Yeah, but they got stupid David in all their party. Who's the David in the PNC by? I think the PNC got a David, but AFC got a David that is pissing about the place, and WPA got a David that is talk bare stupidness. Them two David embarrassing the party. They need to sit down. You understand? They need to sit down. But at the end of the day, Guyanese are progressing. Guyanese are seeing development. Guyanese are being empowered. And for the PNC, with the leadership of someone like Courdel, who went into parliament in this day and age, 2015, I'm willing to sit with people that he is proud of this legacy, things like these. Guyanese being arrested for food. How the hell you could make him a president of this country? Y'all head good? Y'all head good? When you proud of things, you just want to do it more than one time. I'm proud if you do good. You feel you do good. But this is not something we want to experience again. Guyanese being placed before the court and arrested for rice, something that's growing here in abundance. Rice. Guyanese being arrested, charged, and fined for corned beef. Mind you, they ain't want to thief this corned beef from Norway. You understand? They ain't thief this corned beef. These people buy the corned beef, you know. But things hard during the time. Things hard. But however they save up the money and think they say, you know something this weekend, you want a little corned beef. Even if you mix it in the rice like cook up and just like there every way so that everybody can get it. We want a little corned beef. So these people went to buy the corned beef and get locked up using their money to purchase things that they want. Likewise, these people most likely, because 40 bags, one at 50 bags, one at 25 bags, most likely entrepreneurs. So could you imagine that the government at that time stopped importation of certain items that they sell? So take money out their pocket. Now guess what? These people got to find a way to earn. They got family, they got staff, they got rent to pay, wherever it is. These people go and buy rice to sell back because rice local, you don't got to worry about importing it. Could you imagine they get charged hard? Not even get bail, remanded to prison for rice. This is not basmati rice, you know. This is not no long stem rice. This is rice that's growing in Guyana. They get locked up for rice. This kind of ignorance makes me think RB Norton presidency might ban water. You might get locked up for drinking Perrier water or something if you want to drink tropical Mr. Diamond water. Don't call it people before this summer. If you want to drink water produced locally, bottled water produced locally, you might end up in a problem. We don't want that. We're not going back to that. No, thank you, Mr. Norton. No, thank you, Mr. Hughes. No, thank you, Ms. Bromes. No, thank you. I'll play the voice note with Bromes again. So, before I go, the voice note is about 2.5 minutes. Before I go, I'm going to play a voice note for you I distorted the person's voice because I don't want them to be identified and victimized for speaking their truth. Now, this person gives us an account of the kind of behavior allegedly exhibited by Simona Brooms and her family in Bartico. Take a listen.
ALP. Hey, we gotta look for the store. We gotta look for the store. We should walk up in schooling, in the room of schooling in Bartico. The store, I think he lashed his son. But whatever with his son, I think class. She just walk in the school and want to slap up the sortation miss. These are the girls there. The whole family like those some wicked people by. The whole family. See she there? She's smiling at me. See she got a melting smile, but you see how she's behave? The bully is on. Oh, just as behave. And the thing come back, thing that was should have killed the brother. Should they do the thing? Kill your own brother. The same thing. The thing what they do. Kill one of your brother. Right in Tower Avenue. They killing your own brother. It's a wicked family. They're wicked there. It's a terrible. I never see your mother so, but them is. She chop wash by in the face, living straight up Arcade Street, straight up going to the bend room on the left hand side. You buy a long chop in the face. So she buy a chop in the face. That same girl. That's the one of them. Them the can't see God face. Right, she going for mining show and all them things. Them the ALP. Hey, I record.
Yeah, that's that I show you. These allegations are against the same woman. You know, the Lord is watching me, and the Lord and Jesus, and you don't come for me because I am God's child. The person said they used to then set the thing, come back worries over your thing. Allegedly met your brother there, the family. Once that over your worries, the allegations were made. Allegations make that she chopped a man she did there with in face. Allegedly. Chop in face, tore it up, you by the bed, running left hand side. I gotta go up there look for you. And see if you got the chop in the face. I gotta look for you. Tracy Martindale. Tracy Martindale is from Bartico. You understand? Tracy, I just play a voice note. Do you know of any instance of Simona Brooms chopping somebody from Torah? You in the face? Tracy Martindale, we name in this life until you answer me. Oh Jesus, I call she name now. It might harass this lady. Tracy, don't bother answer me. I want nobody trouble you. Don't answer me. But I gotta find out, I gotta go up toward that new and see if I find this banner and see if he got his chop in his face and interview him and bring him to the world. I gotta go look for the store in the school that allegedly, because he disciplined Simona Broom's son. I guess this is the one who gets the government scholarship for all the Guyanese money. She go in there and ask the person said, box up the teacher till she miss. Yeah, making joke with Brooms, eh? If Brooms could do that as a regular person, if Brooms could go on somebody else's property and want to bully the security guard with a big gun in his hand, telling you, right, you can't go in that. Imagine Simona Brooms as a president with executive power, the commander-in-chief of the armed forces, the police and the army, got to listen to she. Y'all ain't good. Y'all best get sense. Y'all best get sense. We want them kind of drama. We ain't want that kind of drama. We ain't able with it. She might be a Idi Amin in the making. We gotta watch her. But anyway, guys, I hope to hear you have a wonderful day. See you here tomorrow, same time, same place. Please don't forget to check out the Vice President's press conference happening today at 2 p.m. Also, you'll see some ads running on Facebook. Randy Shepard is going to be coming to you Sundays with so Randy Shepard is going to be coming to you Sundays with the program called That. Right? So Randy Shepard is going to be coming to you with the man behind his emotions. This is a men's empowerment program. It will be on for an hour every Sunday with Randy Shepherd, talking to you, talking to men, letting them know it's okay to say you're not okay, right? You'll be taking calls, sharing information. There'll be all sorts of things in relation to men's development and, you know, teaching men how to be men. Some of us didn't have fathers growing up, that kind of thing, and we may not be best equipped to deal with the female species. So it's good that Randy has stepped up to help in that aspect of guiding men in how they should operate and treat women. And this here will help to step some of the issues of domestic violence that we've been seeing in our nation so far. This will be from 4 to 5 p.m. Sundays. The ad is running on Facebook as well. And this is brought to you courtesy of Livewire TV, right? So make sure you guys check out Randy this Sunday at 4, and he will take you through the paces in relation to this new program. Apologies again, we posted something on Facebook last night, but I'm going to say it again here. Apologies for the non-hearing of Behind the Agenda. Me and Joel, we sorted out the problem, but we had a little glitch yesterday. So all those things have been completely worked out, and we're on officially again from the 19th of February 2025. We do apologize for the long break in the program, but again, we will be back with you on the 19th, which is next week Wednesday, and we'll keep the program going from that point. Right? I see you, MSD. I see you. Right? So Behind the Agenda will be back next week. Don't forget this Sunday, you will have the man behind his emotions. Men, it's okay to say you're not okay with Randy Shepherd, 4 p.m. to 5 p.m. Again, don't forget the press conference by the General Secretary of the People's Progressive Party, Dr. Jagdio. That's happening at 2 p.m. today. So make sure you tune in for all the information in relation to current affairs and topical things happening in and around Guyana. See you guys here tomorrow, same time, same place. And as I usually say, before I go, it's all about peace, it's all about love, it's all about one Guyana.
We are a peaceful people, struggle as we struggle, and we don't look for trouble, just ask around. But when outside faces from foreign places talk about taking over, we ain't backing down. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no tree, we ain't giving up no river that belongs to we. Not one blue sake, not one rice grain, not one grass, not a blade of grass. This land is all I know. We're gonna make it somehow. We will bend like a bow, but never break. Our fathers came here, and they lived and died here, and we ain't moving nowhere, make no mistake. We ain't giving up no mountains, we ain't giving up no trees.